Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bashem, Yoshai, Bashem, Kal Kodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Shalom. Double honors to the elders of Judah as great millstone. Shalom to the elect of the told tribes, for our scattered abroad greetings. We call ourselves the hopeful elect because we do not know the elect are in these times.
Today's subject is slavery. Today's subject is slavery. Today's subject is slavery.
Yep, Esau, today's subject for you in the kingdom of heaven is what? Slavery. It's going to be beautiful. Revelation 13, chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth in the captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. He that leadeth in the slavery shall go into slavery. Today's subject, slavery. And your first job to bind their kings and their nobles in chains and fetters of iron. Let's get that. Psalm 149 is probably quick. Who's going to be the first one to go into captivity? The nobles. Psalms chapter 149 verse 5. Let the saints, who are the saints? Psalm chapter 50 verse 5 goes into that. Those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice, that was to the true children of Israel only. Second Ezra chapter 2 verse 1 goes into that. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgments unto Israel. Part of the covenant is the statutes and the judgment being shown unto Israel, written about the book of Psalms, which was given to Moses to the true children of Israel. You can read about that in what they call the Old Testament. Psalm chapter 149 verse 5. Let the saints be joyful and glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds, not waking up at tired and going to work. Let the high praises of the power be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. Little two-edged sword. Now spiritual powers in the kingdom. Sword might be on fire, or it might be frosty cold today. Because there's I don't know, it'll probably be on fire. Esau did a lot of stuff, put this out in temperatures and weather. It's gonna have a frost burn to it. It's gonna burn, but it's gonna be, so on and so forth, however it be. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor hath all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh. Praise ye Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So who's going to be the first one to go into captivity upon the heathen? Their kings, their nobles, their prime ministers, the elites of Esau, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Oppenheimers. They're going to be the first ones to go into slavery, the heads of these other nations. Beginning with Esau, Edom, the tabernacles of Edom on top. Psalm 83 goes into that. It goes into the enemies of the nation of Israel. And the first enemy is who? The tabernacles of Edom. So I hear one moment, please. This phone is heating up. Alright, Psalm 83. Keep not thou silence, O God, O power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O God, O power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. For lo, thy enemies make atonement, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. The Israelites is hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. What does confederate mean? Why is that? All right. Confederate. Joined by a treaty. Man, these people is wicked. They got some treaty stuff going on. Throw hand, joining in hand. They're joining in hand, these other nations with each other. Come on, y'all. Let's make sure the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. Let's beat them up. Let's get them good. People's wicked. Let's click on Confederate.
Strong's H 1285. Berith.
Berith.
They got some covenant stuff. Alliance. They got alliance. They are alliance against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, they're first on the list. And the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes. Edom is the so-called white man, the red man, written about Genesis 25:25. Ishmael is so-called Arabs. Moab is so-called Chinese, Ching. The Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon. Ammon is so-called Japanese. And Amalek. Amalek is who? The small hats, 1948ers, with Jewish. They're called 1948ers. You hear brothers call them because they did the state of Israel and all that in 1948. Do research on it. Rothschild was involved in all that. The Philistines is Hamites. Ham is the Hamites, yeah, the real Africans, the Wakandans, if you will. Now in the movie, the Wakandan movies with Black Panther and all that, they had a lot of Israelite actors, but the true Africans with the lip plates and all that, those are Hamites. With the inhabitants of Tyre, Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah, with their children, Hebrew sons. They have hope in the sons of Lot. So the ones that first go into slavery is the heads of these other nations, beginning with Esau, Edom. And their first job, written about in Ezekiel chapter 39, is what? To clean up dead bodies. That is disgusting if you think about it in detail. Alright, Ezekiel 39.
That's what I give it the praises.
Elder came live. Elder Yawakana, GMS London. And the fine brother. Let's get it real quick. Yeah, Ezekiel 39. Let's get it. Ezekiel 39, verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto Gog a place there of graves in Israel, the valley of the passengers on the east of the sea, and it shall stop the noses of the passengers. Oh, the noses. It's going to be stink. I never noticed that like that. And there shall they bury Gog and all his multitude, and they shall call it the valley of Hamon-Gog. It's going to be, Esau's going to be out there burying dead bodies. It's going to be disgusting and stinking. In 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. They're going to be burying dead bodies for 7 months. It's disgusting. I got a nose over here, the Rothschild said. It's going to be disgusting. Think about it. Rothschild's like, I got a nose over here. Where's the other places of him? I don't know. I got a foot. Alright. Yeah. So when I seen on YouTube, dead bodies, when that smell hits you, it's a different kind of thing if you never smelled it. From what I've heard on YouTube and stuff. Elders Live, Sirach chapter 8 verse 9. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learned of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answer as need requireth. Verse 8 report. Despise not the discourse of the wise. The elders are supposed to be wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. And this 100% truth. I'm not saying go to your Ray Pookie and he says get the holes and so on and so forth. With their proverbs, for of them thou shalt learn instruction in how to serve great men with ease. Mess not the discourse of the elders. Think about GMS, Great Millstone, brothers in this truth, for they also learn of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answer as need requireth. Brothers that be in the truth, that are elders in the truth. Not your toothed elder Pookie Ray saying, yeah, get the holes before for the money or something, Not saying sit down and take notes on him. No, live peaceably with all men, but brothers in the truth, take your notes and stuff from your teachers, the elders of GMS Great Millstone. That's spitting this truth, that's sincere, that's pushing this truth. Alright. Not that you have to go and disrespect your great grandfather, I'm not saying that. But 100% truth, you're taking notes, learning all that. Brothers are spitting this truth. Think about the elders of GMS. That note, Shalom. Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bashim Yoshai, Bashim Rakakodash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Shalom. Double Oz, Elder G, Great Wisdom. Shalom.